Hello, this is Lori Brown, Managing Broker with Central Metro Realty in Austin, Texas. Today I'm going to be going over the Non-Realty Items Addendum, Form TXR-1924. This is a TREC promulgated form, one page, and designed to go with the 1 to 4 family residential resale contract, and can also be used with the condominium resale contract. We use the form to convey personal property from the seller to the buyer, and also to describe the property. And this would be personal property not mentioned in the 1 to 4 family contract in paragraph 2. If you refer back to paragraph 2, B and C, you will see a long list of personal items there that are going to be conveying with the property, with the exception of exclusions that would be listed in 2D. These would be items that the seller intends to take with them. So looking at 2B, improvements, these are items that are personal property that have been permanently attached or built in. So they're things like carpeting, light fixtures, air conditioners. In 2C, we have accessories, and these are items that are not necessarily permanent, but TREC considers so integral to the property that these items should convey for the buyer's use as well. And these would be things like keys and remotes. The non-realty item addendum form is used for anything not specified in the contract. So for this example, I'm going to say that the seller is conveying to the buyer a washer and dryer located in the garage for $100. Now, you could have a situation where the seller says, I will give you the washer and dryer or convey the washer and dryer if you give me a full price offer. And in that case, let's look at paragraph A. For an additional sum of blank and other and good valuable considerations, seller shall convey to buyer at closing the following personal property. So in the consideration blank, we could put a nominal amount such as $10, or in our situation, we're going to put in $100. And then of course, I'm going to back up here and make sure that the property address matches the contract. And then here, I think, is the most important part of this form. We want to make sure that we get, if you're a buyer's agent and you are writing up this offer, you want to make sure that you put in very descriptive information here. We want to make sure the buyer does not go to the property after closing and find items missing that he paid for, or items that he did not expect to receive, and that the item he did pay for is existing at the property. So it's very important to make sure we get good detailed information. You can ask the seller for that information. So in the case of this washer and dryer, we might ask the seller, do you have the model and serial number? Sometimes an organized seller will have that information. Or as a buyer's agent, you can take your client to the property, and I suggest taking photographs of any items that will be negotiated between the parties, and then send those photos over to the listing agent and to your client, and then everyone's got documentation. And then you can also look for other identifying information, model numbers and serial numbers, right on the items. But in any case, you're going to put whatever you do know about the item here. And I'm going to put the location, because I have had times where there was more than one item in a property. So maybe there is more than one washing machine. So I want to make sure that I'm getting the washing machine I bargained for as a buyer. So we're going to put the location in here, and then any other identifying information. And then you would do the same thing for the dryer. And then next in B, we have seller represents and warrants that seller owns the personal property described in paragraph A, free and clear of all encumbrances. So this is just the seller stating that I am the rightful owner of these items, and I do have the right to convey this to the buyer. And then in C, seller does not warrant or guarantee the condition or future performance of the personal property conveyed. So this is self-explanatory, The seller is selling these items as is and will not guarantee they work when the buyer gets to the property or that they will work in the future. So this does not preclude a buyer from getting a home warranty on these items. So remember that if you're a buyer's agent and you are working with clients that are negotiating over especially appliances, make sure you look into getting a buyer's home warranty. And then finally, the buyers and seller will sign the form as they do the contract. So that wraps up this form. It's a simple, easy form, but very important for your use to make sure that items are spelled out and we don't have miscommunication or disappointment, especially for the buyer at closing. So I hope this has been helpful. And again, my name is Lori Brown, Managing Broker for Central Metro Realty. Please contact me if you have other questions or you need assistance. I'd love to help you out. You see my email and phone number here posted, and just give me a call, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.